What's going on? What's going on? Good evening, my good folks. Good evening. This is Uncle Jacky. Tonight I'll be reviewing and reaction to podcast No FUGAZZI. Somebody thought it was cool to be a male feminist, so we're gonna review and react to that. Y'all give me a second, you heard?
He talks like his shit don't stink, but he's cool with people. I knew he's fine. Just Uncle Jacky better. Jacky was alright. Uncle Jacky was excellent. Fucking guineas. Uncle Jacky. Uncle Jacky. Line, everybody get in line. Listen the fuck up. It's going down. Pay attention. Alright? Niggas a little man, bitches a little man, the plot's a little man, the heart a little man, bitches a little man, faces a little man, fuck you all, I'm the motherfucking general. Niggas a little man, bitches a little man, the plot's a little man, the heart's a little man, it's a little man, it's a little man, fuck who you are. When I walk through, stop, silence, remain quiet, babies don't cry, thug. Yo, I think it's time we take a fucking time out to hear what Harlem got to say. What, niggas? Harlem on the vibes. You don't want no problem with us, guys.
Practice. I can show you practice. I can show you how to put $1 million in a mattress. I can show the difference between an icon and a classic. Baby in the major should be rolling in a basket. I'm advanced, and it's a lot of dance. From anywhere, my jewelry jump like Ja Morant. And Kif Tower shorts got me tanning with the babes. You would be a surfer if you ever had this wave. I just switch up my cabana, they throw shade. Matter top 5 and top wives, no I'm the fade. And though I'm out the loop, I be mute, playing cute, nothing to say to you. Cause when I'm back home, I'm like Kyrie, I won't play with you. This is magic with the fur. Tim Duncan on the spur. Tanya Harton on the skate. This that Kobe number 8. This the kick over the head in the hand of Sue Bird. This boy's superb. All I got is 2 words.
Uncle Jacky. What's going on? What's going on? It's Uncle Jacky. We in the building. Good evening to everybody. Good evening. Like I said before, tonight we're gonna speak on male feminism. Basically, we're gonna review the No FUGAZZI podcast, and we're gonna listen to this gentleman basically try to get into a fight with the pardon me. But yeah, you never win. When you go on a podcast, you're not gonna beat the host. I mean, you have to be so intelligent. You gotta know what you're doing. And most of the time people go on these podcasts with an agenda. Oh, I'm gonna embarrass him, I'm gonna give him a piece of my mind, and then end up leaving stupid as hell. You see it on Kevin Samuel all the time. But here's the we're gonna start off with the first vid. This gentleman, I don't know what he was thinking, but I mean, he did make some points where you can see like he really believes in what he's saying, but just because it sounds good don't mean it's true or real.
You said that basically when we peel back all the layers, the black woman is God. Before, I'm just repeating back what you said to let you know that I understood exactly what you said. You said, as you know, before we've been before we've adopted the thinking and ideologies of God, how we know it now, before that, or even if we take it away, we would see that the black woman is actually truly God. That's what you said, right? Okay.
Correct.
Now, where does the father, my question for you is, where does the man come in? Where does the father or the man come into this picture? The black man or any man?
All right. Now, in regards to the father is a social construct that has nothing to do with nature. So somebody made up this whole father aspect. Man is something totally different. You grow into the man, but we go through stages in life to get to a man. So in regards to me, I had to go from an embryo, you know what I'm saying, to an infant, to a toddler, teenager, young adult, and then I graduated into a man. So when we're talking about those two terms, you know, you got to go to get to a man. And then when you're talking about a father, there's nowhere that there's a father in nature. So a father would be unnatural. That's just something to compete with the woman.
Okay. So you're saying that the father is unnatural, but the woman is natural.
Correct.
Do I have that correct? And you're
Correct,
saying
correct.
the reason why, you really didn't give a reason why the father would be unnatural. So what's your reasoning that the father is unnatural? Explain, give me some logic, however you could,
Right.
you know,
The logic
put it
was
together.
the logic was nature. I said that there was not a father found in nature. There's nowhere in nature that you can find a father. You have a
Okay,
male.
well,
So at the end of the day, there's no father. Father is a social construct. That's something to put itself into existence to be opposite of the mother. But there's no such thing really as a father.
can you,
Now, some of you have dads. I mean, is there such thing as a dad? They're not dads in nature. I mean, I think this gentleman should have really sat, because he seemed and taught him and ran with it. And being a man, because he does seem to be a man, like, you know, I watched the video. He does seem to have a backbone, but he also has this, you can see it's kind of, he has some femininity to him. Not saying that he's a rainbow or anything like that, but you can just hear the influence of women when he speaks.
can you explain how the father is a social construct?
It's a social construct due to the fact is you're talking about a label that's being placed on a man being a father. Can you be a father at 12 years old?
I mean, I think I had when I was 12 years old, man. So
Okay, so you have not.
you could be a father when you're 12 years old. You could have definitely planted your seed in something. Yes. Let's just go with, do you think there's any differences between men and women?
It's kind of like you're trying to be condescending to the point where you have no comprehension. You don't have no comprehension in what I'm saying to you in a response to the point where you can't fathom it. What do you mean?
No.
I don't understand what you. Then you go to the next question after you sit there and tell me that you didn't understand shit. Like come on,
not
bro. Like we gonna
understand.
turn this into is this some
not
type of
understand.
entertainment or something? I'm just asking you. I thought it was about the black woman as God. I don't know you. I
Nope.
didn't research you. I just
Totally
came over here
fine.
because okay. So what are we doing?
We'll speak in detail. What we're doing is having a discussion, man to man, right? You just said that the man is a social construct.
I said the
right?
father is. You're
the
saying that the
father
man
is a
right.
okay.
There
Let's
was two
just
things. You asked me
let's
about the man and
excuse
the
it.
father.
You said, well, that because the father is not from nature, and I want you to explain how isn't the father not from nature? That's what I want you to do. I want you to explain how it's a social construct and it's not from nature. Because here's what I'll tell you. Nothing grows unless a seed is planted. Nothing grows on this planet unless a seed is planted. And every man holds the seed in them. Every man holds the seed of life form. Life form in us. In your sack, if you have enough testosterone, but I know in my sack, I got at least 80 million of them little niggas moving around in there. You know?
I mean, we're not sitting here saying the woman plays no part, but this gentleman is sitting here saying the woman, the black woman, is God. in my opinion, and from the things I've been seeing, the black woman doesn't really know how to build, but they can well, shit, not really any woman they build, they destroy it. And maybe that's just on the Western world. Maybe that's in the Western world. But that black woman is God, is a goddess, whatever you want to put it. That just sounds. My apologies. We had a little technical difficulty as usual. But like I'm saying, I don't get. It's like I said, this man is influenced by women, and I don't think there's no change in his brain, and nor should we try.
So therefore, we have seed, and the life form starts there. You won't have a plant if you don't plant a seed first. So you saying that a father is a social construct is a lie, is what I'm saying. Get to dispute the point that the father doesn't hold the seed. So we plant the seed in a woman, and then life grows from that. Women bring about life. The life form is actually in a man. So explain to me again how the father is a social construct when the father holds the seed and a woman holds nothing but eggs. She's waiting for a seed. Okay. You sound, you don't make sense, man. Let me hear you.
You haven't given me a chance to make sense. You're wrong. And you're wrong in the way to sit there and say that the sperm is a seed. How could you have seeds running up and through your body? That makes no sense. A seed is not a fucking tadpole with a tail. That's not a seed. So in regards to it, you're wrong. Now, if you're talking about an apple seed or orange seed, listen, an avocado seed or whatever the case may be, now we can get into the comparison on how the woman gives the man the whole body, the construct, the brain, the lungs, the face, the skin. She's creating a child within a womb. So she gives him the penis too. Did you forget that she gave him the sperm? So
can you explain in a scientific way, from a biological way, how doesn't a man hold the seed in the life form? You're just speaking, but I need you to peel back the layers of things and give facts. This podcast is called No FUGAZZI. So if I'm speaking, I'm always going to speak with facts. So here's a fact for you. The woman doesn't determine the sex of the baby. She has an X chromosome. The man holds the X and the Y chromosome, right? So here's science, right? So when a man has sex with a woman, he dictates the sex of the baby. So you just.
Yes, I agree with that. I agree with that, Olo. What's good, Olo, El Sharon, Lila? I agree with that. This dude is really like saying that we're nothing. Like, you know, we're just there just to pass on the woman's legacy. Basically, that's what I'm hearing. And man, I don't play that shit. That just sounds crazy. But we're gonna keep going on. We're gonna keep going on.
Get that from the man, since the man determines the sex of the baby. Do you get it? Women only hold the X chromosome, men hold the X and a Y. That's scientifically facts that proves that what you just said is nonsense, and men do dictate the sex of the baby. So if he's dictating the sex of the baby, let's peel the layer back even further. That means that the man actually dictates how many men are going to be in this world, how many women are going to be in this world. The list goes on and on. Your father dictated that you would have a beard. Your father dictated that you would have a beard and be a man, from what I could see. You get what I'm saying? Your mother didn't determine that, so you should be thanking your father, because your father truly created you. Anything for that, man? Scientifically, can you dispute what I said?
You sound uneducated. Like, to the point where this is so level of surface, to the point.
God dang, man.
How could you sit here? I'm just asking you, like, how could you
Educate
sit
me.
here and tell me
I'm
that
fine.
my father gave me what all males are females before they turn into a male based off the decision of the mother. Every male can look at their actual scrotum sac and see a line from the bottom of their scrotum sac to the tip of their penis. All male. That means you were sold up. Your testicles are nothing but your ovaries. Your penis is nothing but an elongated clitoris. At the end of the day, you're nothing but an inside out female. I'm sorry that this man has never been told that, and he doesn't understand that he was made in the likeness and the image of his mother. I'm sorry that before anybody ever taught him anything, his mother was there. Your mother is literally the only thing that you know in life. You don't even know if that's your father, but your mother knows if it's your father or not. You know everything about your mother because that's where you came from. That's your first home. That's your first origin. The black woman has always been considered God, even before the patriarch took over and started to actually make a male God. But it was never.
Yeah, yeah, Denise, I bet you would. Love the credit, but yeah, as you said, I respect that. It ain't it. That's just not it. That's not it. And he's so passionate about it. He's so passionate. Like he really, really thinks that he knows what he's saying to be true. Like he's willing to die behind his statement. Now, I mean, maybe he is, maybe he isn't, but he's speaking with a whole lot of conviction. Hey, Denise, how you feeling? Here's
The
part five.
patriarch took over and started to actually make a male God. But it was never a male that was being God. It was always the woman. In Islam, it was the woman. In the Catholic Church, it was the woman. In ancient Egypt, it was the woman. In Samaria, Mesopotamia, Babylon, it was the woman. Phoenicia, it was the woman. Chaldea was the woman. But if he doesn't know that, that means he's not reading. And I'm telling you, I'm trying to respond to the man, even to the point where if a woman is making up your whole total makeup and she's using her menstrual blood to do it within her womb, that's why you women don't bleed for 9 months. You literally coagulate a child in your womb. What does the man have to do with it? Is the man shooting blood in you, woman, or is he literally giving you his DNA via his sperm? So when you're actually making this baby in your womb, you're using your blood. That's why you don't bleed for 9 months. When that baby comes out, that is a product of its mother. So the baby literally develops through life. As the baby develops through life, we get to puberty. That's when our body chemically starts to actually make the sperm in our body. But it came from our mother. Everything comes from your mother. You get it from your mother. Your mother is your God. Your father is not your God. The sperm in his body comes from his mother. Where do you think we got our body from? You didn't make this. You don't have nothing to do with your face. You don't have nothing to do with your head and none of that. Your mama gave that to you. She birthed you. How could you sit there and say that she's not your God? Your mother was God before you was taught about God. Somebody had to tell you about God in order for you to believe them. Now in your mind, that's God. But what if your mother knew she was God? She would teach you about God. How can a man be a God when he cannot produce life? A man cannot sustain life. He does not have breast milk.
Got you. You done or are you still going?
No, go ahead, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm respectful. So if you want to go and respond, you can go.
Okay. So, I mean, everything you said was just nonsense. It didn't make any sense. It didn't correlate to anything.
Which part?
It didn't,
Which
one
part?
plus
Which
one
part?
didn't add up.
That's funny because it seemed like Homeboy after a while he started kind of half-ass trolling. But I mean, I don't agree with dude either. It just he sounds like he knows what he's talking about. Now, if this man No Fugazi, if No Fugazi was a podcast that was for women by women, then maybe dude will get all the claps and the bullshit accolades that he respects because women don't like the truth. They want you to blow smoke up their ass. And that's what this man has like created his own version of his own Bible to blow smoke up women's asses. So I mean, like I do with the real Bible, that's not my business. So you know, that man's allowed to feel however he wants to feel. But when you bring things to a platform, you got to you got to make sure conviction is not enough. You bringing things to the platform. I could sit here and say 2 + 2 is 7 with conviction, ready to be deleted behind my belief. But 2 + 2 is not going to be 7. Here's part 6.
Because you won't allow me to.
Does one
You're
plus
asking
one
me
equal
another
two?
question.
Does one plus one equal 2?
No, one and one come together, they merge. That's one, right? Think about
Okay,
it, right?
god dang.
When
So
one and
Chad
one come together,
proves
they
my
merge,
point.
right?
The nigga don't know
Right.
what one plus
and
one
one
equals.
merge, right?
He said that one
and
one
put it
merges.
together, they merge. One, right? If I
Oh,
come
god
together with a
dang.
woman, don't I go into that woman? Don't me and
All
that
right.
woman go into each other? Now we one. I got my dick, I am one. At the end of the day, what
So
you
you
mean?
got to
One plus
watch
one
on your
equals
left
two.
hand. You got to watch on your left hand. If you
Right.
put another watch on your left hand, will you
Salute,
have one
CeeLo, what's
watches
good,
or two
brother?
watch?
They're on the same hand. It's just one watch. If they put together, if you leave, they merge together. You see what I'm talking about? You want me to
If
have
you
two?
put the watch on a different hand, would you have two watches on you?
I don't know. If you take a man wig off, then would you be bald headed? I don't know, bro. We all got questions that they ask us. I mean, shit. I mean, what you want to do? I don't
What?
know, bro.
I'm
Is we on
curious.
this build? Are we on this build or what? What we gonna do, bro?
This is
What
what
we
we're gonna
gonna
do, because I'm actually curious. Because the last
Mhm.
people I had on here, I had 4 other people that had your same points of view, right? And now let's change up the dialogue a little bit, because I'm curious of knowing. I believe that you let me know if you don't believe that 1 + 1 = 2, but let me know if this makes sense to you, and see if we can come to agreement on something. That's what I want to get here. Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong. Influence creates thinking. Thinking creates behavior. Would you say that that's true?
Makes sense.
Okay, cool. I want to know this because I spoke with, you're the 5th person I had on the podcast now that believe that the black woman is God, right? So since we know that, and you just confirmed that influence creates thinking and thinking creates behavior.
Yes, because like he's about to ask him, where did you come up with the sum of your total, brother? You see this man, after I just said 2 + 2, I didn't even realize that was a beautiful coincidence though. I said 2 + 2 is 7. This man said 1 + 1 is 1. Like, brother, you like who said it? Fakwa. What's good, Fakwa? Yeah, 1 + 1, you lose all your credibility, bro. Because now you're being retarded. You're trying to be too spiritual. The intermingling of bodies and souls. Man, shut the fuck up. Here's part 7.
You have this, your mind frame of how you think. I want to know what influenced you to think this way.
It's knowing versus belief. Everybody believes in God. I know God. You see what I'm saying? Knowing is being able to have logic, evidence, and reason. You know it, just like your past experiences. I know my mother. So before I learned how to talk, before I learned how to walk, before I had taught about my ABCs, before I was taught about anything, my mother was there. Somebody had to teach me, influence me, get me to think about a God that they wanted me to think about. But prior to that, my mother was my creator. So when you look at it, my mother was a black woman, and all black women are the manifestation of Mother Nature. I don't give a fuck about a book and what you read, bro. Go to nature and look at it. That is the supreme map of things. Everything in nature is telling you
Clarence, I seen that you
don't have to stop me, bro. You don't have to stop me every
someone
fucking
came
30
in the
seconds.
chat. Clarence, I
You
see you
don't
coming
have
in
to
here,
stop
giving
me
2
every 30
seconds.
seconds,
I'll
bro.
add you
30
in after I
seconds.
have this discussion with him.
I get
Once
30
again,
seconds to speak, like every
listen,
single
man,
time.
it's a
Is that what you
podcast,
feel?
and I had
You're
someone trying to
intimidated.
join the live
You're
stream.
intimidated, bro. That's
I
all
had
it
someone
is.
trying
You're
to join the live
intimidated.
stream.
You don't want to know. You do this for content.
Intimidated?
At the end of you're intimidated. It's got to be.
Come
If
on,
I can
man.
sit there and listen to you and
Nah,
you
man.
can't listen to me,
I mean, listen,
you
bro,
told
we
us
could-
about a pregnant male rat. You told
Intimidate,
us
bro.
the science
I do
brought about a
debates with
pregnant
men
male
in
rat.
person. You could come here in person. No one's intimidated, bro. No
You
one's
gotta be.
no
It's
one
gotta
feels
be
like
something.
that.
Then
You could
why
have this
won't you let
discussion
me
in
speak the
person.
whole
The same way I'm
podcast?
conveying myself with you over here, it'll be
The
in
whole
person. And actually,
podcast,
it'll be
bro.
more
Listen,
intense.
y'all.
We said that influence creates thinking, thinking creates behavior. You think that the black woman is God. I want to know what influenced you.
Looking for God.
Okay? Explain, elaborate. What did you
God
find
has-
that made you really think that the black woman is God?
My mother
Like
was in my face the whole time. She was in my face.
And it leads back to the mother. It's like, bro, just say you really love your mom, bro. Just say you really, really love black women. There's nothing wrong with that, brother. You can really, really love black women. Don't try to push them off as God. Don't do that. No woman is God. I don't even believe in a God, but it damn sure ain't my mother. And if I were to say that to my mother, she'd probably slap me in the mouth for disrespecting her God. So I'm not going for that. That's just a little too much for me to handle, and I'm not paused. And I ain't even going, play on that. Here's part 8.
Everything, every woman in religion. Christianity, their God says it's okay to rape a woman, to a woman. Islam, they say it's okay to rape a woman. Allah is literally a lot. So they literally define everything in women. It's all about women oppression and for women not to realize that they are the true creators. That's why the patriarch took over. The patriarch literally took over the matriarch. The matriarch had always been in rulership. That's why they studied the goddess Hathor. They literally was with the queen of heaven in Jeremiah 44. They spoke about the goddess everywhere. Tuarat was the first deity that was ever worshipped. See, like I said, I get 30 seconds.
Oh, no, you explained it. Now I have another question for you.
See, I'm saying I wasn't done.
Oh,
that's what I'm saying. Let me know how long I'll get. I mean, you just stopped me. You're going to keep doing it, so go ahead.
I mean, it's
you
okay. Explained all the way down to how it went.
Bro. Go ahead, bro.
So,
go ahead.
And also, I'll just give you the rules of the podcast. So get used to it. So guess what? This is called order, right? Men create order. This is my platform, so there's a hierarchy to things. It's my rules, so if I set the rules and you follow the rules, right? When you have your own podcast and you invite me on, you set the rules and I follow those rules. Life is in hierarchy. So I have a question for you.
So
you just said that the matriarchy. I have a question for you. Listen, you just said that the
question for me.
You just said that the matriarchy was taken over by the patriarchy. How can if the matriarchy is natural, right? It's a natural way of life. It's nature, right? You said the father doesn't come from nature, but the woman does come from nature. If that's the case, if the woman was first, you say that the woman is first. My question is, if the woman came first and you think the black woman is God, why is it that she's always being taken over by a man? Wouldn't you think? You just said that the patriarchy always takes over the matriarchy.
Yeah, this guy's he really doesn't. I mean, with the cutoff point, you got to understand this is not your platform, brother. He keeps telling you it's not your platform, and he's trying to tell you in his way of cutting you off is he don't want 10-minute answers. Say what you got to say. Wrap that shit up, B. Wrap that gavel up, B. Wrap it up. Say what you got to say. Like, you don't have to drone on and on and on. He said he got you. He said he got you. It's part 9.
You just said that the patriarchy always takes over the matriarchy.
I'll let you finish so I can speak. Go ahead.
That's my question. You just said that the patriarchy always takes over the matriarchy. How can you say and even think logically that the woman came first if she's not strong enough to defend for herself? Answer it now.
Well, I'll calm down a little bit. Now, let me answer. In regards to the patriarchy taking over the matriarchy, it had nothing to do with strength. You got to understand that's brute strength. So what it was the son turned against his mother. The son literally turned against his mother. So instead of being the protector, the son became the predator. And then Christianity and all of these other religions were created to teach men that they were higher than women. How do you think the oppression started, woman? They needed religious context to literally turn your man against you. You can look throughout all the religions.
Did you ever think that the man is just stronger than a woman? Do you ever just think that the man is just stronger than a woman and more superior than a woman?
You's a bitch, nigga. On my
Did you ever think that? Say that to my face, man. You welcome here. I have you on. I have you on.
Where you at,
I have you on, bro.
Smash the shit out your
Listen, actually, here's what I'll do for you because I've been waiting for someone like you.
Yeah, I'm right here.
I'll send you out here. I'll send you out here, right? I'll send you out here. I'll pay for your ticket to come out here. I'll pay for your ticket to come out here, and we can do this debate live in person. And I guarantee you won't have that energy in person. I guarantee you it. I had another man talk crazy just like you, but in person, he wasn't speaking that crazy. It was a entirely different story.
Bro, you can tell everybody in the room can see you a bitch, man. Everybody in the room can see you a little hoe, bro.
Now you're making ad hominems. No one made ad hominems about you. This nigga looking like a fake Drake over here, man. This nigga looking sweet as cheese. How you over here trying to act hard when you get your eyebrows done every day? This nigga looking sweet. This nigga sweet as pie with that little chain on. Nigga squinching his eyes. Nigga, what's in your eye? Why you keep
Yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and lie. The Lil Jones and portion was really kind of trash, but I mean the man. I mean, bro, 30 seconds a minute. It don't take long to get your point across, bro. And I dig it. I dig you passionate. And he knows the podcaster knows that this man is passionate, but now he's kind of trolling a little bit because he knows it's pissing you off. You got to peep these things as a man. You're supposed to peep these things. And you saying the man, her son became a predator, bro. Why are you taking orders from something weaker than you? Do lions take orders from hyenas? Do lions run away from hyenas? No, they don't. No. So, I mean, what do you mean became a predator? He was already the dominant force. Men are already the dominant force. Like, what do you mean predator? There's no predation here. We're already dominant. Like, I don't get what you're saying, brother. It was meant for the man to lead. It was meant for that. Even statistics show you when it even comes to parenting, it's meant for the man to lead. Here's part 10.
Calm down with all that, nigga. Let's have a regular discussion. You making that homicidal attacks. I ain't make none on you. You made them first.
You a white
so good, bro. What's good, bro? What's good, bro?
The whole white
Appreciate you for stopping by.
White boy. Just because you can't articulate yourself. Just because you can't articulate yourself.
What the fuck is you talking about?
Doesn't mean that I'm a white boy because I can. That don't mean that, nigga. Chat is clowning you right now, but anyways, bro, here's what I'm saying, man. Everything that you said is all false because the root of it, the cause of it is false. The man is superior than a woman. Why doesn't a matriarchy?
The matriarchy will always be in existence. It's just been hijacked by the patriarchy. You will still produce us. Can you just chill for a minute? Can you give me a little bit so I can talk to people to get them to understand why I'm coming from?
No. It ain't going like that. That isn't how this goes, bro. Because you're not answering questions, bro.
I'm tired of your questions. Just let me speak.
Listen, man, if you're tired of the questions, then you can hop off the stream, bro. You're just speaking nonsense right now.
Frustrated. Like I said, you're intimidated. For you not to let me talk, but I'm over here.
Nigga, you look like a broke Drake, nigga. Who intimidated?
I know, bro. You said that. You said that already.
No one said broke. That was different. See, you can't listen. You don't have good active listening skills, buddy. You don't have good active listening skills. Low IQ.
You got a man wig on.
Low IQ, man.
And you talking about Drake, man.
This nigga said a man wig, bro. My hair is just long, man. It's just long.
Well, line that shit up. Mind your shit up. Mind your shit up. You see that shit?
Look at your headline, buddy.
You sitting there. Look at it. It's lined up, nigga. What the fuck is wrong with your shit?
Your jaw leaning over here, bro.
All right, bro. All right.
Your jaw tilted.
That's what we get.
Anyways, so
intimidation.
Like I said, there's a hierarchy. You started the ad hominems. I didn't start the ad hominems.
You don't want me to speak.
But here's what it is. It's a hierarchy to things. So if you don't want to follow the orders, you can hop off the stream or I'll kick you off the stream.
No, I don't understand. Man, you're a bitch anyway, nigga. You didn't want to do nothing anyway. You got your ass murdered.
Excuse me. Well, we see how that went. But dude honestly did, as Lila said, sounded like a woman. Intimidated. Intimidated how? You're not even face to face. Here's the final clip, because yeah.
I mean, you believe that 1 + 1 doesn't equal 2.
You call it whatever.
And I already said we could have this live stream in person. And I trust you in person, you wouldn't have this energy. I'll literally fly you out.
Out you, man. Y'all beat the fuck out you, bro. I'm not no
you out here, bro.
I'm not your little boy. I'm not your little toy.
I'll bring you out here.
You're talking.
I'll bring you out here.
Talking. We're talking.
Do you take my offer? I actually offer you. So this is what men do.
and
This is
you
what men do.
scared.
Because
You
let's
scared
see
to
if
have
you're
this
really man of your
conversation.
word. Men are men of their word. So here's my word. Here's my word. I'll fly you out here and we can have this debate in person. I'll put it on my word. If you really want to come out here, I'll fly you out here and we can do it in person. And after that, we could box. How about that? Let's do it. If you really feeling that, if you really feeling froggy, nigga, leap. I'll send you out here. I'll put that on my word.
All right,
And we got
all right.
hundreds of people in here. No. You want to approve to that offer? If not, then shut up, nigga, and pay attention to the hierarchy. Here's the rules. So I'm going to ask you
More
questions, and then you're going to listen,
rules.
and you're going to answer these questions because you're just talking just to talk. Do you understand? So,
Hey, you're a
question
scary
here.
little boy. You're a scary little boy,
Cool,
man.
man.
That's
You
all
still
it is.
talking,
You're
bro.
a scary little boy,
Question
man.
here.
I'm from
How
Chicago,
can
puss ass nigga.
you
You
still
talking about
didn't?
flying out
This
a
nigga
nigga and
still.
fighting. He talking about flying me out and trying to box and
Listen,
have a
my
debate.
finances is
What's
good.
wrong with dude,
My
man?
finances is good. I've been waiting
What's
for
wrong
somebody
with him?
like you that's talking
We
spicy.
debate,
This is what I
nigga.
do.
I told you, you's a bitch,
This
man.
is what
And
I
you
do,
know
man.
you's a bitch. You don't do shit. You can tell you a white boy.
Well,
You a little white boy that like to play.
I
You
see
like to
that
do
you
this
ain't
little
want my
jokey
offer, but
shit.
listen, homie had to go. He just talking to talk. He talking silly. Chat, this is what we happen when you talk to feminine men and emotional men. They get all soft. They can't have a good conversation, a good back and forth. He doesn't respect an hierarchy, which is why he doesn't respect the patriarchy. He's speaking not.
It's a fact. I don't know how you could be a man and sit here and say a woman is God, a woman is ahead of man, and it has nothing to do with sexism or misogyny. It has nothing to do with any of that. It has nothing to do with any of that because in a correct household, the man is at the top of the pyramid, and that's what it says. And people who believe that's what it says in y'all good book. The man is the head of household. The man is the leader. It's not meant for a woman to lead. As my brother Goodbread would say, she's a helpmate. She's here to help. She's not here to lead. She's here to help. But the way today's society is lined up, you get what I'm saying? It's all fucked now. So he's confused. I don't know how old that dude is, but I'm gonna call him young man because myself, I'm already 113 years old. You dig? So those young men, I mean, the No Fugazi dude, I don't know. I mean, he invited you to fight. He must have something up his sleeve. You calling him a bitch, you calling him these names. I mean, I would have took the ticket. If anything, now I'm going to fight and go get to see another state, whatever it is. I don't know where he's located. I think it's Atlanta, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all. Don't quote me. But hey, you're supposed to fight for what you believe in, bro. And you did, like, you ended up sounding like a female, and then you got cut off like you're supposed to cut off, like a man's supposed to cut off a female who don't know how to act. And like I said, the dude started trolling you at the end because he know it was pissing you off. The same shit men do to women. Like, I know it's gonna piss you off, so I'm gonna leave the toilet seat up. I'm gonna put the toilet paper on in reverse. The stupid shit women find, you know, important. But I want to thank everybody for coming out. I'm about get out there. And y'all be good. Y'all have a good night. And men, man up. That's all I can say, man. Men, we have to man up because it's just ridiculous what's going on today. So I appreciate everybody who came out, and I hope to see y'all soon. This is Uncle Jacky. Y'all be good. I'm out.
You see, talks like his shit don't stink, but he's hooking people. I knew he's fine. Just Uncle Jacky better. Jacky was alright. Uncle Jacky was excellent. Fucking guineas. Uncle Jacky. Uncle Jack. Line, Listen the fuck up. It's going down. Pay attention. Alright? Now, niggas a little bit, bitches a little bit, the plot's a little bit, the fuck a little bit, bitches a little bit, faces a little bit, fuck you all, I'm the motherfucking general. Niggas a little bit, bitches a little bit, the plot's a little bit, the fuck's a little bit, it's a little bit, it's a little bit, fuck who you are. When I walk through, stop, silence, remain quiet, things don't cry, thug.
Yo, I think it's time we take a fucking time out to hear what Harlem got to say. What, niggas? Harlem on the vibes. You don't want no problem with us, guys.
Practice. I can show you practice. I can show you how to put $1 million in a mattress. I can show the difference between an icon and a classic. Baby in the major should be rolling in a basket. I'm advanced, and it's a lot of dance. From anywhere, my jewelry jump like Ja Morant. And Kif Tower shorts got me tanning with the babes. You would be a surfer if you ever had this wave. I just switch up my cabana, they throw shade. Matter top 5 and top wives, no I'm the fade. And throw them out the loop, I be mute, playing cute, nothing to say to you. Cause when I'm back home, I'm like Kyrie, I won't play with you. This is Magic with the fur, Tim Duncan on the spur, Tanya Harton on the skate. This that Kobe number 8. This the kick over the head in the hand of Sue Bird. This boy's superb. All I got is 2 words.
Uncle Jacky, y'all be good.